How y'all doing? I'm Cassie Angel. I know I don't look familiar to y'all, but we done took over. The women are here. We done replaced Seven, the men, the gentlemen of Seven Records, and the women are taking over. It's me.
I'm Stina.
I'm Mo.
Sarah.
And Jazz.
And we're here. We're going to get cracking. I'm going to start off with the black and white question, but we're going to do it for the women. So I'm going to ask y'all, would you rather have sex or would you rather masturbate?
Oh, easy.
Easy. Done there. We start with you.
Oh, no, sex for sure.
Sex for sure.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope she's going to say sex because,
no. Oh, yes.
my wrists can only do so much on their own. So,
Get a little
yes,
tiresome.
I second that.
All right.
Sex for me.
All right.
I'm going to have to say sex too.
Sex too.
Yeah. Because you need all the extra stuff. You need
Not mispleasure myself.
I'm gonna have to say masturbate.
Mama, I was waiting for it.
Look, sometimes you could do for yourself what somebody else can't do for you, and
that
you
is
can never
true.
get.
Touche.
If you will never be disappointed doing it by yourself. You can get disappointed getting it from somebody.
That's true. You know what you like.
You
know what
are
you like.
right.
That is very true.
And you happen to
Unless
make...
Oh, go ahead.
You can definitely please yourself, I feel like, faster. A lot faster.
Quick. With a quickness. I didn't even know I was supposed to come during sex when I first started having sex. I was like, it's just the men coming.
Are you
I thought it was just porn. I thought it was
just men to come, and because I was already wet. I didn't know I was supposed to orgasm. I didn't know there was levels to the coming. I didn't know, but I minored in human sexuality in school, and I was like, dang, I was doing it wrong, and I could have got paid. Fuck. We missed out. We missed the opportunities. It's a
Now y'all saying
2-1.
masturbate.
So yeah, that masturbating, I feel you.
Come on, man.
It hit different.
What about you?
When you having good sex, when you know you're supposed to orgasm for both of y'all, it's supposed to be pleasure both ways.
Yes,
sex can be amazing.
Absolutely.
But like you said, masturbating, you get off quicker, quick and easy, and it's you know what you like, and
that
you
is
get it
true.
done.
Do whatever you want.
Touche with
Whatever
that.
you done.
Yes, ma'am.
But then you
elephant.
also like the body language of the other person.
That's
Like,
mine. I love
like,
the energy.
for me,
I think
like,
that's
you know,
the biggest thing.
I need another person,
masturbating.
like somebody to touch me.
I get
feel
bored
me,
of
you know?
myself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
really,
all right,
yeah.
it's okay.
Right.
You can only
And I
do
only got
so
two
much.
hands. I only got two hands. Like,
Yes, literally.
We
Like,
need more hands on
I
deck.
got arthritis already. I'm young.
No, you
don't. Not arthritis. I can't. I be doing my hair and my shit hurt. I can't.
Oh my
I
god.
can't.
Arthritis.
I need a teammate.
Okay, so if y'all masturbating, we obviously watch porn as women. That's a big misunderstanding that women don't watch porn, which is crazy to me. When did y'all start watching porn? Honestly,
I was young as fuck.
I was super young, but it was on accident. It wasn't even off of pleasure. It was just like, they said to look up titties. I'm gonna look up some titties.
Were you on like Google though, or you on like
I was on Google, and Google could take you real
Pornhub?
fucking far.
Yeah, for sure.
Pornhub? Google can take you far if you know how to spell the words right.
Yeah, and I did.
true.
I found it. I found Pornhub.
Okay.
No, you know what got me? RedTube. Somebody told me to check it out.
RedTube.
I was like, I love YouTube. It's probably like
what is that?
Like a
RedTube.
part
Everybody was talking
Is
about
RedTube like
It's
the
a porn. It's a porn.
Okay.
Yeah.
like, is that something I should try out?
I think that's like, well, it's not really my genre, but you know,
Pornhub is the new move.
That is
I like
true.
X videos. I'm on X
or
videos.
yeah.
That's a good one too.
I like ebony porn.
Yeah, girl, that's the first thing I go in the categories. Don't play with me.
What is the category though?
Ebony.
All the time.
I was low key when I was growing up. The first video I ever masturbated to was 50 Cent.
Oh my god.
Candy Shop.
I'm dead.
Swear. And then from then on, I was watching like Brown Sugar, like lesbian videos, like getting off.
Yeah, I watch like threesome sometimes.
Yes.
just to
Now that's my
see.
shit.
Yeah.
Now I'm on some like threesome
we
because
older
again, you
now.
need the extra
We older
hands.
now,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
you're
saying.
You need the extra hands.
That's what I'm saying.
True.
And so they be looking real fake. I don't like fake. Like
Right.
I like
I don't
couple
either.
porn. I like to know like there's feeling in it because
Some intimacy.
Intimacy.
Some
I don't like
intimacy.
with y'all.
So you
I don't like the
role play
fake
in
moans.
all.
Like the fake moans be taking me somewhere else.
No.
no.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't like any of the skits.
Steps.
The skits are a no for me, honestly.
Yeah.
The skit. No.
I
the
skip
skit-
the role play.
It's a no for
Right.
me.
Like,
yeah.
Fast
show me
forward.
straight to
Let's
the
get to the
fuck.
fun stuff.
Show me the shit. Show me the.
So no role play in your regular life. That's why I feel like role play is misconstrued. Like men just think we want to dress up and
Do what?
do something.
I mean, I feel like that
And do what?
depends though, because what if you're in a relationship for a really long time? Like you
And
might
you're
have to
spice
switch
it
it
up.
up, spice it up a
Spicing
little
it up.
bit.
I don't
Yeah.
give a
But I
fuck.
feel like it's so
Really
corny.
I don't give a
Like
fuck.
y'all both would be like, "What the fuck?
What are we doing?
Y'all, we really tried it.
I'm fun with it. I don't know.
I think you would.
Right?
Because it's just, like you said, if you've been in a relationship for a really long time, sometimes you have to spice it up. But then, I mean, you don't have to do it in the house. Like, you can go out and role play.
true.
Like,
Girl, bye. No, girl, bye.
We're going to medieval times,
I'm saying, like, you know, you go to the bar, you act like you guys just met for the first time. Like,
real life role play, not no nurse dressing up,
that's fun too, but
I'm
like
confused at that. Like, you want me to dress up as a nurse and come in here and check your temp? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm
Yeah,
a
see, that's a
teacher.
little
Hell no,
weird.
it's odd. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I agree.
it's bizarre.
Like a nigga getting turned on for Halloween, like, ooh, you dressed. I'm like, man, like, I'll be like, boy, not for me. That's what you not for.
Yeah, I was trying to get out here for myself. That's the other thing.
Literally.
As far as just women and how they have to look.
Yeah.
Now, I feel like a lot of women have changed their ideas of like beauty standards and
Absolutely.
what
Every year,
100%.
every month,
absolutely
it's a new beauty standard we feel like we have to follow.
Not even that. There's a new celebrity that comes out, and everybody wants to be like that celebrity.
Look,
and then,
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay. I'm
Like,
gonna show my
whoever's in at
cosmetic
the
this.
time.
I'm gonna show my plastic surgeon this face. Now I'm showing her this face. I'm like
A lot
the
of
Brazilian
body.
butt lifts,
Yeah, a lot
the
of
everything
body.
popping off. I'm like,
And I love it because ain't nobody talking about the behind the scenes. Don't nobody want to show them post-op scars or them bruises.
surgery's gone wrong.
Look,
right.
Tuh.
That's probably scary.
them stretch marks and shit
That's
like
what
that.
I'm
That
saying.
shit is
It's
all
not-
wiped out. It's all wiped out.
The booty
Keep it
implants that
natural.
just flip around like
Oh my
this.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh no. And they're like drooping. Oh,
Oh,
no.
But
Not for me.
All right, does dick size matter?
I
Yes.
think so.
Yes.
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 Unless you're like me and you ain't shit.
What?
I could lie, so.
I
was
think
gonna leave me
everybody
size
has
now.
lied before.
If I really fuck with you, I can suck it up.
Have y'all been on the spectrum though? Have y'all had the
Absolutely.
pinkies
The
to
below
the forearm?
Below a pinky.
Definitely.
I've
We
blown
ain't
a
name
pinky
dropping,
too.
but,
Don't worry, I've blown a pinky too. Pinky in the brain.
Girl, to the point where I
Oh.
said, what am I supposed to do with this?
literally, like,
But I
not that
faked it.
Didn't it make it
I
easier?
fucked with him.
No.
Because you know niggas, they want to talk so big. He over here, hold that.
Big
I said,
talk,
what?
big talk, little dick. Don't. I don't like that. Like, I'm not gonna
Can
lie.
you
The
tell?
first time
I
really
feel like
got
men don't realize
experience.
women can tell though in conversation.
can
We
tell.
know.
100%.
From the way you
We
carry
know.
yourself and the way you walked in the room, we can tell what you carrying.
I just
That's
feel like
very
too much
true.
talk
You got
is
something
not
on
enough
you.
Very
dick.
true.
Like, too much talk is not enough dick.
If you're
You don't
talking
got
too
enough
much.
dick.
Yeah, that's also true.
And honestly, I'm not gonna lie. First time I really had an experience with like little dick, I was like, I'm not doing it. And I literally just told him I had my friend called me and had an emergency, had to leave.
Then you just left him after you saw it?
Yeah,
Did the
girl.
emergency call? Oh, Mo.
So he instantly knew.
Girl, I don't give a fuck. I'm.
You do what you gotta do. You
My
know,
finger
if you're
could've
not- I
been
know.
done.
Can I ask you
You
a
feel
question
me?
though?
Yes.
Because I think there is a stigma too that just because you're tall, you think that the
That's not
tall
real.
dude.
No, that's
I
so
agree.
not
Or
true.
black.
But is that your
black in that
guys'
case?
experience
Not at
too?
all.
Like just
Experienced
because
it
you're tall doesn't
firsthand,
mean you
that's
have a
not
big.
No, not at all.
Okay.
I feel
See?
like there's
Thank
no, the size of your body does not matter.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because
I've dated someone who was 6'9", 290, and his dick was average. So.
That's like trying to say like
That's true.
a bitch that's short has wet pussy. That's not true.
That's a thing.
They say that?
Yeah, I've never heard that.
Got
I'm
wet
saying
pussy?
like to
I mean,
make that
Oh, just
something
a
is
statement. Okay.
like I think that goes for like the same way that if like somebody says a
Mm-hmm.
nigga's tall, that means he has a big dick. That's like
big
saying
ears,
a short
big
bitch.
nose,
Yeah,
all the-
Bigfoot, like,
Big
No.
feet, yeah.
that's not a thing.
No.
It's not believable.
Don't match up. Don't
Don't
line up.
don't believe it. Don't believe the hype.
All right. Oh, we lost the phone. We don't lost the phone. We done drinking good. We sipping good. How's y'all cups?
great.
We got the
Looking
rosé
good.
on the
It's
end.
not babysat right now, so it's doing good.
Okay, good.
For the first time.
What's the first thing y'all notice about men?
It's definitely got to be their teeth.
Teeth and shoes.
Yes, I'm the same. The mouth.
Yeah.
That's so great. I thought I was the only one.
No,
It's
teeth
definitely
first.
gonna be
teeth.
Teeth and shoes.
But I
think
can't
how
just
he
say that because I do
dresses.
like teeth, but I could, if you don't have good teeth, I mean,
I
that's
really don't
fixable.
care.
That's
yeah,
fixable.
I really,
like, you know, it's not
So it would
like,
be
white
number two.
teeth,
So if it ain't
though.
teeth,
Yeah.
it's
it's not like they're
white
ugly.
teeth.
Number
Absolutely.
two, so
Don't come to me.
probably
with
their
no
hair.
yellow teeth.
Their hair
Yellow,
color,
yellow,
the way,
like,
yeah.
ooh.
You better
Style.
get that.
Because you have
what
to
is
be
the
clean. You have
halitosis
to be
on my
fit to
Finesse.
look clean, you know?
for sure.
Yeah.
I think like how they dress and their teeth, but like
Also can be
crooked
fixed.
teeth could be okay, but like white teeth.
Crooked
'cause,
smile.
like,
No one's digging up
brush
the
your
J. Cole
teeth,
crooked
though.
smile.
I do like the crooked smile.
That's okay.
That's
That's
why I
fine.
guess it really just. I don't know. I guess I notice personality first because
Right.
I really
The
do.
approach.
I'm goofy.
Okay.
I'm super
Yeah, some
goofy.
people can vibe with you.
Yeah, so someone can like pick up on my goofiness,
But without
or
looking
talk
at,
shit.
but without talking to them, look at them.
Yes,
You looking at the
like-
way they dress. You looking at their teeth for sure.
Yeah,
if they
I'm
open
looking
their
at
mouth
those
and that
swag.
shit's like yellow, like
I was thinking more like
Hairline.
before we talked, like just seeing somebody, like what's the first thing?
Oh.
It's got to definitely be teeth and hair for me.
hair.
Yeah, because if your hair's looking dusty, I'm sorry, you have to stay
You're
away.
dusty.
You have to stay away. I'm sorry.
Or just like, I mean, that's not true though, because sometimes a nigga might miss a
Because
haircut.
his
No,
week
okay,
off.
true,
Yeah.
2020.
It's
all
okay to miss a
about
haircut
that.
or two.
It's a lot of men that be hustling and can't get their
I
hair
think
done
that was
at the
so
same time they
funny
wanna
during
get
the.
it done.
Did y'all find that funny how men
So
were
funny.
really
They were
fucked?
crying for the. They
They
were
were
crying.
really.
Did you see the
sad.
before
that's
and
why everybody
after
was outside.
pictures? Have you seen
Of the
before and after
pandemic?
pictures
They
of
went
like?
from, like bum to can I have like
Yes.
you can have
Did you
my
see
number,
that whole
my
series of
address.
pictures? It was like literally men before they got their haircut, looking crazy,
And then the
getting their
cleanup.
haircut looked like a whole different man. It's just like okay.
But let us
Yeah,
walk
looked
out
like
the
they
house
went
with
to
no
the Wizard
makeup
of
on.
Oz.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
true. Then they're all clowning, taking pictures.
Yeah, I'm honestly not gonna lie. If I meet somebody I think he fine, first date, I might not walk in with makeup just to see if you gonna like judge me or act.
Same.
I'm not
You know
that
what?
bold.
I've actually
agree
done
with
it.
that.
I've done
I
it multiple
like
times, and I
that.
feel like it builds chemistry because
Yeah.
they decide if they fuck with your personality, and then they see you looking like a bad
Or
bitch.
they see you being
and they're like,
like,
okay.
or they see you natural and they're like, you still hella fucking pretty, like you hella
Yes.
beautiful.
That's
See, I'm
what
not
I'm
that
saying.
bold.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to be.
You
I'm
need
not
to
that
be.
bold.
You do, 'cause
Try
because
it.
it'll take me a
Try
few
it.
dates to,
Because
like,
think about it. Like,
go.
okay,
Few
because then you're.
dates
I mean, yeah, like
to really bear it all.
Yeah, I mean,
It's different for everybody.
it depends, like
No,
how
true.
much time we're spending together and stuff.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it takes a while. Yeah,
But I feel like
just
that's
because I feel like you want to impress, right? Like,
Yeah,
Right.
100%.
I feel that
impress,
for
so I-
sure.
it's like you
don't come
want
here
to
ugly as
impress,
hell.
but I
Right.
also want to be accepted for who the fuck I
who
am.
I am.
Because
Yeah.
99% of the time I'm gonna look like this.
Yeah, and when I'm working,
So
I'm not
it's-
going to
yeah,
work
I'm
in
not gonna
makeup
be-
unless I have to.
And if
when
this
I
is
wake
real,
up.
if you like me, if I can pick up on that, then
Facts.
you're gonna accept me for.
You're not
whatever
gonna
the
see
hell
me
I look
making
like.
breakfast with hella makeup on. That's for sure.
I'm not gonna be
That's
naked in the
No.
kitchen, whipping you up some eggs,
Not at
all these
all.
fantasies.
No.
If you cool with the
No.
bonnet and you cool with the regular, okay, then you go. You
Exactly.
Gucci.
I feel like
The
that lets you know
bonnet.
about the
I don't
men.
know about that in the first two.
Girl, don't play with me. I be on the FaceTime with the bonnet.
They know what they getting into.
Don't play with me.
They know
This
what
is
they
real
know
life.
what they're getting into.
Real life.
They do.
Oh, for
They
sure.
do. So when
They
it
act
comes off
stupid.
like,
I feel
oh, exactly, they act stupid. Go ahead.
Men need to understand too that like if you meet a woman with makeup, like she's gonna look different when she doesn't have makeup on.
I don't know what the fuck
That's
they
where the-
expect.
Yeah, like they don't understand that because then they'll see you without makeup and be like, "Oh my god, you look
looks
crazy."
so
They
different.
catfishing. That's what they
Yeah.
call it. They like, oh, she catfished
And I-
me.
and
then
Because I
that's
have
when we pull
makeups
out
in
the-
all my posts, whatever, it's titties and teeth, whatever it is.
Right.
And then when I show up in person, they're like, oh, she catfished me. And I'm like, no, this is just how a real woman looks.
With
Literally,
no, yeah.
And you should have known that.
But it's funny because
Dating
they,
women,
they talk
you gotta-
about the cake face
not a real
so
man.
much, but how come the pictures they're liking on Instagram
Are all
are
fake.
cake face bitches
And
who
edited.
aren't even real?
And
They
booties
don't,
all
they
out.
don't even look like that.
And
They don't
booties
even know
all
what
out.
they
You
look
have
like.
no
all out.
contact. You have no contact. You just
None.
in the DMs
So
wishing.
But what's wrong with me? I'm natural. At least I'm real.
And I'm here.
You get to meet me. Shit. Like
And I'm giving you my time.
a period. The fuck. The
I'm
bitches
here.
ain't gonna give you no time if you ain't giving no
I've been in
bread.
the DMs
Here
for
for that.
months.
For months, for
months.
years. Like
Fishing for
Depressing.
something you ain't ever gonna get.
Ever.
Because it's not real.
it's not.
It's not real. Everything that you want to see on social media, it's a facade.
It's all
It
of
is,
it is
100%.
fake. Every single piece
and we
of
don't
it.
know these people, and that's why I don't like to get into a lot of celebrity drama
Me
and
either.
gossip.
Right.
But I was really, really, really interested in this DaBaby and Dani Leigh drama.
I agree.
I was really
We all heard the
interested.
ain't shit baby father stories.
no.
We have, but I want to kind of switch it and play devil's advocate for women. The whole thing, long story longer, was she was in North Carolina where he lives at his house, and he wanted to kick her out.
Right.
And she ain't got no friends or family or anywhere to go in North Carolina. If you got your own money as a woman and you an artist, you can afford a 1-bedroom apartment in North Carolina, no?
100%.
Or even a hotel for a week.
anywhere. You could afford
And go back
anywhere,
to your
girl.
family.
But I
Go
mean,
back to
also, that's the mother of your child. So what
It's
the
just
fuck?
the principle
Like
of
respect.
it, though.
Like
It's the
okay,
principle of
you
And
don't
he's
want
got
to be here.
daughters.
So respectfully, baby mama, I'm gonna get you a place, or we gonna find you a place to stay.
Right.
I'm gonna get you there safely. But at the end of the day, it's not my job to provide a home for you. But I can provide some help because, I mean, from what I see, she be with DaBaby. Yeah. So you kick her on the streets. Is your child going on the streets too? Is that
right?
Is
That's
that
why it seemed like there was just no consideration on his end at all.
But I don't know them. Don't give a fuck about them.
You also have to consider her feelings though. Like she's 3 months postpartum,
and that's what she said. She was like, that was the first time my kid was on camera. Was you filming me on live breastfeeding my kid,
right?
And trying to kick me out at the same time, calling me a side chick. So I felt bad.
As fuck.
But at the same time, when was the first time he gave you a red flag? When was the first time you got a warning?
How often have we all ignored red flags? Because 100%. But
that's what I'm saying. Women gotta start.
You know, he was probably feeding her a whole fantasy.
That's my thing too.
Like he was probably feeding her a whole fantasy.
But is she in denial though? Is she in denial though?
I think that
because you can feed a fantasy and you can feed a fantasy and go down the rabbit hole as a woman. Be like, he's telling me this, he's telling me that.
She doesn't seem like a dumb woman.
That's why I want to feel bad for her, but I'm like, girl, stop it.
We all been there.
Stop it.
I feel bad for her, but to an extent, because like like everybody told her about him and like whatever, but at the same time, like
and you the only
if you love somebody, you're gonna believe what you see because you're like, I'm not gonna. And she's famous, so it's like you can't believe everything that you. Everybody's gonna hate on you, and everybody's gonna say whatever.
His situation before. I don't know how many kids he has currently, how many baby mamas he's got. That can't be the first time he called you a side chick.
For sure, but I feel like he's still wrong. But like he should have
as a man, I feel 100% he was wrong.
As a human being, you should not disrespect the other person who's holding your child.
Especially not publicly like that.
Because he was doing it for others' entertainment. To me, that's the thing that gets me. It's not about y'all have your arguments, y'all shit on the side. You are disrespecting your woman in front of millions of people. Your baby's mother. Your baby's mother. Your baby might one day see this video.
Oh, they will.
See how? That's what I'm saying. That's the part that's like
that hurts me.
That's
confusing.
That's hurtful because he gonna.
It hurts me.
The kid gonna see it,
and I don't even have a kid.
That's okay. That's how I can talk to my mother, or that's how you can talk to my mother.
Yeah, no,
the fuck you can't.
Not okay.
Not even that, but they have a baby girl. Like, what is the baby girl supposed to look for in a man when her dad acts that way?
But he already
when
has
her father acts that way.
girls. Like he has
multiple girls.
Yeah, children.
I know of one for sure.
He calls the twin all the time, and I'm like, I thought about her immediately, and I was like, what example are you setting for her?
Yeah.
But isn't it crazy how like when men like they have not all obviously some men when they have like daughters they're like I would never do that, I have a daughter, and it's like why did you need to have a child that is a woman to know that you need to respect women?
That.
Like don't 100%. You have a mother? Don't like what would you do if a man? What would you do if a man did that to your mom?
Like sometimes it comes from like
putting it in perspective,
right?
Sometimes you gotta put it in perspective,
a lot of guys don't understand,
and it's hard. Because you want to teach lessons to men you date or men you talk to, and you want to teach those lessons. You can't be. You want to respect change, and you can't be that person. And it took me so long to learn that. I was like, I can't teach you this.
No, you can't be their mother.
I can't teach you this.
They either know it or they don't. They either know it or they don't.
But honestly, who are men supposed to lean on to teach them those lessons? Realistically,
and that's when I feel like I be trying to be the teacher and shit.
Girl, I always try to heal a nigga.
I always try to.
I do too. If I can make someone cry, I feel like I've done a good job. I'm trying to get the tears.
Every time I know that like I want to know somebody. Yeah, every time I know that I'm dating somebody that's like damaged or like anything, I'm always trying to fix that problem.
But I also but that's just a woman though. I feel like that's a womanly thing.
It's nurturing. But you're like looking for it. You're trying to scope it out. That's how I am too. I'm like, where's your crack?
Yeah, I don't mean
where can I squeeze in? Where can I seal you up?
I'm more of like I don't look to fix people, but when people have problems, I think I empathize with them so much that's me and trying to feel like I have to heal them because I'm like I fucking feel you and I feel that nobody feels you. I want to be there for you. And then I become the dumb bitch. I become the Danny.
It's hard though.
Sometimes you won't be the dumb bitch.
Sometimes it's right. Sometimes if it's right and it like it's supposed to be like that, you could possibly heal that man. But that's like the one feeling
that's a big possibility
that will leave you being stupid for a lot.
Like, that's where you have to know. It's like a thin line between empathy and looking stupid.
That's where you have to know.
Because we want to be empathetic. We can always be empathetic. That's just how we are as women.
But
then I always look at their end like they don't give a fuck
at all.
If I was crying, if I was in a ditch somewhere and there was the last person I had to call, they would not fucking show up.
But then that's when that's that red flag of like, okay, no, I need to be out.
But I'm still in a fucking ditch.
I mean,
and now you're looking dumb. That's why you're like, I had empathy for this person. I thought they would come through. Now you in a bind and they ain't there, and you're like, well,
I don't. Yeah,
it really is the worst.
Because it's like you're really just trying to do.
And we've had to learn that lesson ourselves. As many lessons as we want to teach men.
Everybody can try to teach us, but we didn't listen.
The women are pretty bad.
We were all dead.
We're pretty bad. The girl code for a minute for me, I was like, is there a girl code?
For real.
Right.
Is there a girl code, honestly?
But I think it's because, like, you hear girl code and then, you know, your girls are doing shit and you're like.
On the side. And you're like, go get your dick, but at the same time you look stupid. So we're like promoting it, but we not. So girl code is just like.
You just gotta make sure you got a solid
I let my girls.
The girls are
whatever the fuck they want.
No, a solid group around you. Oh, no, not a side. No.
Side. I let my
girls too. You can have those
I let
too
my girls
if you
do
need
what
them.
they want, and whenever they want to go and do whatever.
But do you tell them that they don't?
100%.
Yeah,
but I do all the time. I would be the first person.
Over again. When's the cutoff?
I don't.
When a bitch starts to get mad and wants to fight.
Get mad at you.
Wait, what do you mean?
No,
what's the cutoff between who?
Because you keep telling them like, don't mess with him, don't mess with him, and she always coming to you with
don't
his
disrespect
problems.
Don't disrespect my man.
Yeah, and then she getting in your face.
I'm gonna respect you in your relationship
and just let it roll.
But don't come to me with that.
Talk to me. And you talk to me about him, and you bring a problem. I'm gonna give you a face just so you know. I'm gonna listen.
I don't.
We already did that.
I can't help it. That's my heart.
You'll listen though.
That's 100%.
I will,
but you won't give no advice.
But I won't. I'm gonna shut up. And
see, I won't even listen to him.
It's worse when you listen. You don't give advice because then
hard.
they're like, "Well, what's wrong? Well, what do you think?" And it's like,
I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
I feel like I've been on both sides of that shoe. I've been on both sides of that shoe, and I feel like my friends have like I've never really said like don't tell me what I've never said that. Like I'll ask my friends for advice and genuinely want advice from them because I don't know if I'm right or I'm wrong. Yeah, like, and then they'll tell me like you're wrong and you're always and like no, not I'm wrong, but like you're wrong for staying there. Like leave, and then I'm just like no, and then it's kind of just like they get tired of it, and then they're just like okay, girl, like come on. But like I've never done the situation where I'm like don't tell me to like. Or don't make him seem bad because like he's not wrong. No, I've never done that. Like I've always thought he was wrong. That's why I took it to my friends. Yeah. Gotcha. So like, but I've seen it from both perspectives. So I understand what you're saying. Like as far as like if one of my friends ever told me like trying to just defend him and be like don't tell me anything about him, I would definitely be like okay, then you could feel that way about that situation. But every time you tell me about him from here on out, I'm gonna let you just move how you want to move.
Exactly.
Because there's nothing that
I'm just gonna listen and call it a day.
I also feel like a lot of people need to understand that not everything about your relationship your friends need to know.
Exactly.
100%.
A lot of I feel like a lot of girls over share. Yeah, and it's like you shouldn't have told me that because now how am I supposed to think of him?
Yeah,
like
you have to have your friends think. You have to have your friends know like the good parts and the bad because letting your friends know just the bad is also like a triggering factor for
like
your
you want your friends
friends.
to like your man, you know, and if you're only
Yes.
telling them the bad, if you're telling them only the bad,
Mm-hmm.
like they only have bad,
and then they meet him and it's awkward as hell, and you're like,
right,
this was the great guy I was telling you about, and you're like, yeah,
they're trying to like
the one that did this, that, and the third to you, yeah, so great,
exactly.
How you feel about it, Jazz?
Well, I definitely learned that the hard way as far as like oversharing because like I have a big family, you know what I mean? So
how big?
Family share?
Oh,
that's the worst. You can't bring them
trust.
back.
I learned that the hard way. Definitely learned that the hard way, but yeah, you live and you learn, kind of a thing. You learn how to filter things out. But I definitely, to go back on your point, as far as like feeding in the positive and the negative, because you don't want to just paint like this negative picture in a person that you're dating and stuff like that too. But as far as like my group of friends, I also, because I've been burned when I was younger. As far as like confiding in a female who I thought had my best interest.
Me too, girl, don't play.
Oh, and then they just go around and take the dude you were dating. They tell you something, and then they come around. So, I learned that in high school. So it wasn't like I was out of college, like and stuff like that. Like you know what I mean. So definitely make sure you have a solid group of women around 100%. You. That's my recommendation for sure. So all the women that I have around me, it's a group of 5. I love my 5.
I'm 5.
Y'all know who you are. And yeah, like, you know, just make sure you just know people's motives when you talk to people.
That also comes with living and learning, though.
For sure.
Yeah.
You have to
I feel like we're all still learning in some aspects of that, but
true.
We're also hella young.
You never really know a person until you know them.
Right. That's very true. So that's my thoughts on it.
All right. Oh. Feeling good? How's the cups looking?
Mine's
almost empty.
Good.
You got the sparkly cocktail. Jasmine mixed up something real nice for you down there.
Yeah,
She did. Little bartender. All right, how do we feel about dick pics?
No,
don't do
it.
No,
I don't want them.
Time.
Nope, I don't want to see. I don't want them.
If you send me a dick pic, that's an automatic turn off, and I'm not talking
blocking
no more.
you.
But wait,
I'm blocking you.
But is it new? Like I don't know you, and you send it to me, or
it's any time though.
You
like
don't
it's always random.
even if my man right now sent me a dick pic, I'm not trying to.
And especially if it's your man, I know.
If my man sent me a picture of his dick right now, I'd be like,
who you trying to?
the fuck did you send me this for?
It's not as sexy as they think. It's not as sexy as they think. Because I've dated a guy.
Yeah.
And he would send dick pics, and it's like.
What am I supposed to do with
yeah,
it?
like it looks
What
the
do
same.
you want to
I'm pull over while I'm driving to the store and start playing with myself.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
I don't care if you're hard. Don't send me a picture of your deal. Like
And
that's
it's
not
crazy
attractive
because,
to me.
confession, have y'all ever even masturbated to a dick pic ever?
No.
Never.
Not in my life.
Strictly porn.
Never, ever.
Not even in porn.
You have?
What? You masturbated to a dick pic?
Like you were just looking at it.
You have that dick pic saved.
It better
for
be the
sure.
prettiest dick in the world because
You have that dick pic saved. If you masturbated to it, I didn't know you.
It's different though. It's a lot of girls have.
No, I'm saying if you masturbated to it most have hold.
Well, no, because it's like I want to see that, and then also a video. I'm putting everything out there.
Get it.
okay, see, a video's a little different though.
This is the spill.
A video's a little different though.
But I think it also depends on like the person and that chemistry you have with that person. Because
if that's your type of shit, like if that's y'all, like
that's what I'm saying. If that's what you like, then that's what you like.
I feel
But I just feel like when I was in high school, it happened to me so much. Yeah, so much.
We was in the Snap when Snapchat just came around.
Yeah, and like I wouldn't ask for it. So now I'm like, I'm older. I'm just like,
I want to say girl, but we still young.
But yeah, but like I'm like, you send me that. That's low key. That's low key. Like a red flag to me.
For sure, because
I'm like, I'm not fucking with that. Don't send me a picture of your dick.
It's an instant block.
That's an instant knock.
But
like,
honestly though, why is it so different? Like
50 points.
Why
and you got 10?
Why are pussy pics so intriguing to guys, but dick pics are disgusting to us?
Negative 50 right now. Okay.
I don't even think they enjoy pussy pics. I think they just want to know what they slipping their dick into before they slip into it.
Yeah, sometimes they want to see a video.
I don't think they're at home masturbating to a pussy pic. To be honest,
that's understandable though.
To 5 contacts in our phone, a booty pic right now, they would be so happy.
A booty pic.
If we were to send a
girl,
booty pic,
yes,
with Instagram being what it is right now, and they can see booty all day, they would be excited to see a little
though.
booty.
You sending it yourself, so that just gives them more
I feel
access.
like they
know
would
they
be
have
like,
access
nice,
to you.
but
when they know they have access to you, that's like, okay, you just send me a picture of your ass.
But that's also a slippery slope.
I can maybe
you can't
get in that. You feel me? Like
get in it.
You gotta be careful though who you send those to.
Who you give access to. That's a big thing.
I was so mad my nudes end up in the group chat.
I learned that in high school, but it wasn't even mine. It was another person's.
Me too. I've learned
it's just really sad because
the guy, he played her. Ooh. He obviously made it seem like obviously he was the only one that was gonna see it, and he fucked with her so much. As soon as he got as soon as he got the picture, showed the entire school.
Yeah. That happened to multiple girls,
and then said he doesn't fuck with her, and it's like, to me, that's so traumatizing.
Okay. It's the
like
worst.
that is so traumatizing because she
traumatized
likes
me.
you.
Not only
exactly
like
me too.
Whoever it was, that traumatized me. Like that made me
that
so
me
scared.
Fearful. Exactly.
That made me so scared to ever send a
really?
nude ever in my life because I'm like, absolutely not.
Can I ask
Go
a
ahead,
question?
Go.
So with learning and hearing about stories like that, do you now have rules of how you take your photos?
Yeah, absolutely.
100%.
There's a whole science behind how people taking photos.
I agree. Sure. Like I don't show tattoos.
Why you think I got no tattoos?
Yeah, like do you guys have rules? Like what are your guys' rules?
Just certain angles. You can't see too much. You're not gonna know it's my bathroom, my bed. Shit, I might even change the sheets so you don't even know. Right. I might put a carpet down, but no, just I don't even send pictures. But it's just just because of the fact that you can't trust anybody nowadays. Like exes you have videos with, you can't trust that. You can't trust them because
like, do they really delete them like we do? When you break up with an ex, you delete all that. No, they definitely don't.
But I bet you if it's back shots, you might let them see a little something.
Right, exactly. I'm not gonna lie, like when I was in high school, I think my first like nude I ever sent had my whole like face in it and everything.
No, baby girl, not
at least it didn't get exposed.
I was in a year. Honestly, if it got exposed, bitch, I look good.
If you want to let my shit go ahead.
Absolutely gonna be my energy.
So if you watching this, you drop my shit, and you ever drop it, I don't even give a fuck.
No, that's fine. Because guess what? I'm gonna have a lawyer at your door, bitch, and you paying that fine, and I'm getting OnlyFans. You gonna pay that fine, nigga? I'm getting that shit right.
And Easy, you said any publicity is good publicity.
All of it.
It sucks though, because like I really don't want to put my body out there like that.
Of course, but now it's had a whole new.
You gotta have to
ahead and
like
have that one up.
If they do it, and they
then hey.
But that happened in high school, so I feel like if it was gonna happen, it would happen already. But at the same time, now like if I want to send something to my dude, I'm gonna send it on Snapchat, and if he record it, I'm fighting. It's like we screenshot. It's boxed. Like we gloved. Like
people like
delete my shit, and I don't care. Like I'm going through the phone. Recently deleted all that. Don't play with me. I'm going on the Snapchat. Well, not the archive, the private shit. Like put your password in
my eyes only. The my eyes only.
Yeah, like don't play with me, because no, this shit is very exclusive, and it's your body. Like it's respect. Like I wouldn't take a dick pic of a nigga and show it to somebody else.
They probably wouldn't even care as much as we do.
They don't though. That's just.
I was like,
that's true. If it's ugly, I mean, they might get mad.
Or if it's pretty,
or if it's hairy,
like, bitch, I swear it's pretty.
But I don't even want to see dick pics, so I'm not gonna send a dick pic ever to my girl unless I'm clowning.
Not saying, but if she's sitting right next to me, nigga, she just happened to look over.
Have you ever shown your friends like a dick pic?
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
My second nude that I sent. Okay, so my first nude that I sent, it was my full body. My second nude that I sent, my grandma was like on my head. It was weird because my grandma didn't know that I sent this picture, right? But like something had happened in the school where like this girl had sent her nudes. You know what I'm talking about? You probably know what I'm talking about too. And like the girl basically got exposed, and it was like it was bad for her, because like I felt bad, and I felt for her. Like, girl, I literally did that. If that was my picture, I literally would have.
We all were like, that could have been me.
That could have been me. Like, exactly.
No, that shit scarred me so bad that I never even took nudes until I was in college, because when we were in high school, that shit scarred me so bad. It happened to so many women, like so many girls at our school.
And after that happened, I think my first, after that, my first picture that I sent to a guy wasn't even me. Like, I looked it up. I've done that. I literally looked it up on porn. I looked it up on porn, and I paused the video of like the girl playing with herself, and I paused it, and I screenshotted it, and I sent it to the guy that I was messing with. And since then, I was doing that for a while, but then till like I really started like messing with a dude for real, and I knew I could trust him, then I was like, all right.
What did make the stallion say? Send a pic of somebody else's titties?
Cause like what, you gonna show something that if a dude that you really showed and they really try to like mess with, they're gonna know. They gonna know. That's not me.
For sure.
Like, come on now.
I will admit,
but I did look up Ebony, girl, because you know I'm like skin. Like I had to make sure that skin tone was on right. 100%. This was before the tattoos. It's before the tattoos.
I don't take pictures no more.
I will admit, in high school, me and 3 of my friends, we got the same tattoo on our ass, and we would share booty pics, and we would send the.
No, okay, so sending pictures to girls is way different, because
we would use each other's booty pics for other
other people.
Yeah. We would.
He liked your shape.
We would send him in the group chat and be like,
all right.
No, because you gas my bitch up too much, I'm gonna get mad. I'm be like, okay, calm the fuck down. It ain't even my ass.
Oh, exactly.
I ain't shit. I'm too petty. I
gassing up the wrong girl.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh well, that's fucking funny, because that's not even me. Stupid.
You don't even know me.
You didn't know what I. You couldn't envision what I look like. You don't even look like me.
But at the time, it's funny. It's funny because they really think it's you, right? They really think it's you, and they're like, oh shoot.
First of all, why is your ass so white? I don't be going outside, boy. You know my ass white. Don't play with me. My shit pale. Don't play with me.
Real white.
You don't see the sun.
Real ghost.
Don't see the sun.
Barely shit.
I am ghost white. Ghost white.
My ass is pretty white too.
So what? There's a lot of other white girls in this world. You could definitely say.
Yeah, you can still what they.
Lights off. Lights off. No, I went to Catholic school, so I had one.
So did I.
Yeah. All right. So I had one.
So y'all bad as hell.
Right. We bad as hell for sure, but I learned my lesson about taking pics and videos. Some girl had done a masturbation video. She got caught. She had to watch that video with her parents and the principal. And I was like, what?
I was like, that's not technically a sin.
And I was so nervous. Neither is premarital sex if you ain't getting married.
Is a sin.
But what? I'm still tripped on the fact that you watched it with your parents.
Isn't masturbating a sin?
Masturbating is
I don't think that's a sin.
Well, it depends on who you ask.
I don't think it's a sin.
I think
somebody
it's a
bring
sin.
the Bible.
Somebody bring the Bible. I pray every day, but I pray every day and I repent every day.
I think it's about I think masturbating is a form of self-care. Honestly,
because my thing is God gave me these body parts,
these organs,
and
these productive systems.
And you know what?
And if he gave me the pleasure, like.
Right. Like, we're just not supposed to use it. They're just there for no reason.
Right.
But what about celibacy? Like,
ooh, I'm down.
What if you don't want to? Okay. What if you don't want to? What if you don't want to let somebody do that to you and you just want to do it yourself?
I respect that.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, because I mean, you're not supposed to watch porn, right?
I mean, that part.
That's all. Yeah.
You're not.
You're not.
See, a lot of stuff.
That's a Catholic school. I should know this.
It's a lot of sins that we. It's a lot of sins.
Everything was wrong for us.
We do
like, nothing was right. I couldn't even wear short socks.
Religious trauma is a real thing.
Religious trauma is it was Catholic, obviously. Was that grade school to
like
high school?
8th grade? I went to public high school, but
okay. See, I was in Catholic high school too, so it was like a cool.
It's still engraved in you
because they like judge you about everything, you know.
But I was also really critical too. Like when I went to Catholic high school and I went to Catholic, like K through 9, I went to Catholic high school and I was like, "You're in Catholic, why are you here? You went to public school. How'd you get in? Like,
right.
I had to work to get in here.
Yeah. Exactly.
How'd you get in?
Right.
Why?
But me going from like
I was mad,
Catholic
and then all my friends was black. And I was like,
me going from like Catholic school to public school though, like that was such a like a change for me. It was so awkward because I thought everything was so bad and I was so good, and everybody was like, I was basically like, you're lame, girl. Like, you're so lame.
You don't do square. You are the square.
Yeah, and I'm like, damn, I didn't even know. I thought this was so normal, you know? Like,
but that's also such a gift, too, to have that.
Right.
Have your naive, the innocence is that's the word. To have that innocence,
absolutely.
Because I have girls who are still virgins, and I'm like,
I love that. I love that. I love that for you.
I
love that for you. If you're a virgin, I get hyped
out for the virgins.
Be a virgin.
Cheers to the virgins. Let's cheers to the virgins right now. Cheers to the virgins, because that shit is hard.
Keep your virginity.
Keep your virginity. Because
I like to listen to a man that you love and you know that he's gonna hold it down.
And it's
don't even lose it.
Okay, so please don't, guys. Okay, what about the shitty conversation when you finally decide to have sex and it just wasn't what you thought? Yeah,
he still hit me up for 15 years.
Let's talk about it.
He still hit me up for 15 years.
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
And it was terrible. It was horrible. But there's something there, but it gets more and more and more toxic.
Your virginity was there. That's
not there no more.
That's what it is.
It was bad, and he was like, my boy's coming over. You got to dip. I was like,
oh no! Oh, absolutely not.
This was 16. I was like,
oh no,
cool.
Oh my god, I would have been so sad.
Rough. And then still want to hit me up 15 years later. I'm like, now I laugh. Now it's hilarious.
When I lost my virginity, I honestly cried after.
I cried too.
I felt like I was such a hoe. And then it didn't help any. It was like with my boyfriend that we had been together for a long time. And we went to church together and stuff. So then afterwards, like,
it changed everything?
Like, I don't know. He made me feel bad about it. Like, excuse me, you participated too. Like...
He was like shunning you.
Yeah,
you
so
did
I was
wrong.
like, oh my gosh, so I literally cried. Like,
that's rude.
It was so bad.
Whoever she lost her virginity
because we still did it multiple times.
I'm gonna find you.
I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna beat your ass, boy. When I lost my virginity, honestly, everybody around me had lost their virginity before I did, or shit, they were at least making it seem like it.
What age is this? You say everybody around you. Because I felt like I was the first. Yeah,
17?
Okay, all right. Yep.
17 or 16 years old. But I think I was 17, I think. And when I lost it, everybody was like, yeah, like, girl, they was talking about it and stuff. And I was just like, oh, my God. Like, yeah. But I didn't ever, like, I was scared. Like, what? People would tell me that you would bleed. Like,
yes,
I'm trying to bleed, girl. What? That's
were you in your head during the whole time?
The whole time. For real. That's traumatizing. Like, what?
So,
like, when I really did lose it, though, I lost it to somebody that, honestly, I was just trying to get it over with. I was like, I thought he was cute, but like I didn't really want to be with him, and I was just like, just get it over with, like let it happen.
What made you really want to do it though? Like, was it just because all your friends was doing it,
or
like how was
everybody around me was talking about it, and like it was
party.
honestly pressure. Like a lot of people, like when I was in high school, a lot of people was just like, you ain't lose your virginity yet. And then I remember actually one time, the last time that I the first time and the last time I said that I lost it, and I really didn't, and I'm like so upset that I really said that, because like I really didn't ever want to lie about it, but I just felt so pressured because I felt like everybody had lost their virginity before me, and I felt like a square. Like
it was like also people were like, oh, you didn't lose it yet, but no one talked about it.
Yeah, like
it was like, oh, you didn't lose it, oh, you didn't, like all mad, like why was that a thing?
No, pressure was such a it was a sick thing.
It was a thing.
Like,
and in high school, in high school, you always felt like the need to conform to be like everybody else around you, and everybody I hung out with was already doing them things, girl. Right. So I just kind of was like, shit, just let it happen. So we was just texting about it, and then it just happened, and then after that, I was like,
I was so pressured, bitch. I let somebody think they took my virginity, and there was nowhere inside of me. It was just under
How
me.
did they think
Wait,
that,
what?
though?
Was it his first time too?
I don't know.
Was he a virgin too?
Like,
I don't know, but
he was
he
just, like,
the motherfucker was stupid.
Not the booty cheeks.
It was the booty cheeks or what?
I was just straight
under the butt. Yeah.
I don't mean for this question sound ignorant, but like, how did he not know?
I don't,
like,
because he must have met.
But they're so in
He
their
was probably a
heads
virgin too.
But I literally, and then I just cried after that, because I was like, not only did you really not give it up, you fucking faked it, bitch. Yeah. So what was the point? Like,
and
what was the
next
reason?
person you really lost your virginity to, you really bled.
And then and then I was like, okay, that's a difference. I know, obviously.
When I lost my virginity.
But you didn't?
It didn't even go in me, nothing. Like,
First time this conversation through text was like, your cherry ain't been popped yet. I'm like, what the fuck is a cherry, bitch?
You didn't know?
Fuck. Like, no. What? I don't know.
But I think for a lot of girls too, like a lot of their cherries pop, the bleeding happens when you get your period.
Yeah,
and you insert in tampons at 12, 13.
No, girl,
and then when you at 17, you have sex. You bled during sex?
Yeah,
I never did. I never did.
After, so the guy
okay,
didn't
go
believe me
ahead.
because
So
he didn't
you
lie.
didn't. Oh wait, no, Sarah. I want you to finish. So he wasn't even in you.
Okay, so he wasn't even in me nothing. Okay, so
and you lied.
And I was young, so I lied.
You lied.
So
You cried.
I lied. I cried. And guess what? After that, I died because everybody thought I did it. So not only did I play him, I played myself, because now I have to deal with everyone thinking I did it, me knowing I didn't, and how do I like tell everybody I did it when this motherfucker
like, you're really about to put that shit in
That's true. He was probably
and then when I lost
about
it was that happy like low key moment when I lost it for real, and the guy did it. He didn't believe me. He's like, I know. He's like, I don't believe it. I was like, I've never had sex, and then he saw the blood. And he's like, oh shit, bitch,
you never had sex.
You really never had sex.
So you didn't explain to him the full story about the first time.
Because nobody like I feel like, especially at least where my hometown, like everybody was lying on your body, so nobody 100%. Cared. They did not care what the truth was. Wow, so defending myself only made me look more guilty because they don't believe me. They weren't gonna believe me, so I just stopped caring, stopped defending myself. I know what happened. I know what I did. I know the actual situation. Nobody knows the truth but me.
It like that, though.
Like nobody, and I just
you gotta do it like that.
That was the first time I took a real L. Bitch, you played yourself because you should have you didn't want to. You should have said no, but peer pressure.
No, I understand that. Being a teen in high school. Oh, my first
time.
Experience?
Yeah. First time.
Oh.
If you want.
No, we can be honest. I won't give details.
No.
No, I was 16.
How you were feeling, how you got into it.
It was my boyfriend at the time. I did not do it in the conventional way of at home on a bed. Let's just put it that way. It was
in the car.
Outdoors?
I was out.
Outdoorsing.
At a park. I was just out and
with the breeze. With the natural air.
But I think the one thing that I will say is kind of crazy that I did do after the fact was I told my mom. I told my mom and confessed that,
was it guilt or was it like you just wanted to share it?
That's low-key wild.
It was, because me and my mom, not to give a deep end backstory on her, but she had me super young. So
got you. So there's that
close, really good relationship.
Yeah.
So
when you got
afterwards,
that relationship,
I kind of told her. My brother kind of heard what happened, and so it kind of did get out a little bit. But before she knew, I told her, I was like, "Hey, look, like this is what happened," and she asked me 2 questions. did he force you? And are you okay? And I was like, no, he didn't force me. I was curious. And she was like, are you okay? And I said yes. And literally the next day.
The most beautiful question she
honestly, my mom is the
that's what I'm saying. That's a bomb ass relationship to have with your mom. When you go to your mom after that shit, you know you're tight.
No, for sure.
There's absolutely no fucking way.
And she batted for me too because like people wanted to put me on punishment because I was younger and all this stuff. My mom was like, I'm not gonna do that because my child was honest with me.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna punish her for being a human being.
Oh, for sure. But best believe the next day she took me to the OBGYN and put me on some birth control. And was like, you are not having babies on my watch.
She still handled that well too.
Oh, for sure.
Yes, that or hand condoms because it's like. If you're not, like, I think parents need to understand if you're not going to give the education to your child, they're going to find it somewhere else.
Exactly.
And just know it is not going to be the way you want it to be.
No, for sure. And my mom was very, like, I skipped that whole 5th grade video of, like, the whole thing. And she literally, like, sat me down and was like, this is X, Y, and Z. And, like, put it all on the table for me. So I always felt comfortable with her. But, again, like, I understand, like, I am lucky to have that kind of relationship with her because
absolutely.
I've talked with my friends in high school about it.
In depth.
And I'm the one kind of being very transparent with them of like, okay, like how did you feel? Like, were you okay? Like, all like being kind of like mother to him, but
which is really good on your part. I mean, I feel that's what a lot of people need,
in high school,
girls.
Yeah, in high school, I feel like a lot of girls need a friend like that, and most don't have them.
Old school parents do not play.
No, at all.
I don't have an old school parent, but I was raised by my grandma, and like when she found out, it was like, did you get raped? And I'm like, no, girl, what the fuck? Like, don't try to play it out like that. Like, no, I did that shit on my own. And like, but it's just like, old school parents are very different. Like, it's you was really blessed to have it. Like, that's why I know when I do have, like, my daughter's gonna get to that age, and I know that, and I have to like I don't want to be her friend to a certain extent, but I want her to know that I'm there for her and like I support her and like whatever she does bring to me, I don't want to take it off to like, because I don't want her to like not want to tell me.
Exactly.
Like, but I feel like you growing up strict, that's what made you want to be open, like.
Because having a strict parent does not change anything.
Right.
No,
because guess what? I'm just gonna hide it.
I'm just gonna find my way.
That's exactly
you showed me I can't trust
I'm gonna
you.
find my way.
That's exactly how I was.
Now I'm gonna find a way that you'll never know, and now you don't know anything about me.
I was hiding everything. That's why that I know that like with my daughter,
a lot of assumptions.
100%. That's why I know with my daughter, I have to be like. Not her best friend, but just like let her be open with me and let her tell me everything and anything, and like I'm not gonna judge you, but like I'm gonna
give it to you the real spill.
I'm gonna give it to you real.
Be your confidant.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna and I'm not gonna tell you shouldn't do something, because regardless of the fact that if I tell you not, you gonna do it anyway. But
yeah,
do it anyway.
But
like I'm gonna
that's a prerogative.
Down as a parent.
But
like
it's
it's either this, and this. Like, and this is gonna happen if it's not this, and this is gonna happen if it is this. Like. If
a
that man don't,
test that,
a lot of people just want to. A lot of
test
boys,
the waters.
Yeah, but a lot of boys though, it's a lot of boys that want to take a girl's virginity
just to say they
do it, just to say that they did it. So it's like I'm gonna sit there and have that conversation with her, like.
But then do they really?
Yes,
do dudes be going around be like,
or you have to think too, if they were virgin, just to take their virginity.
In high school, girl, literally that conversation through text message was like. Have you lost your virginity? Your cherry was popped? No. Oh,
that's true.
So,
especially when I was in high school, because I had like such of my innocence, because I came from like a Catholic school. There were so many people that had no business talking to me. I was not their type, not whatsoever. But because I had the innocence, they would talk to me, and it's like. You know, I mean, luckily I wasn't stupid and I picked up on a lot of that, but it's definitely true. Like a lot of guys go for the more innocent girls.
Yeah, they want the virgins because
but it's like why?
Because they slut shamed every other girl.
Right, but it doesn't make any sense because they do the same thing. Exactly. Why do you want the innocent girl when really you're not even gonna vibe with her? Like, you know,
you don't have anything
in common.
But it's more than that. It's just like there's no good. Yeah, the dominance and the. No good intentions. Right. Like,
yeah.
And
you want to be that guy, you want to be that guy.
Yeah, and to lose your virginity, people say, like, you have, like, a tie to somebody. Like, you get stuck to them and stuff. Girl, I'm not telling you. I'm going to tell you that's a lie.
That's a lie.
The person I lost my virginity to, I didn't have any interest in talking to the man after. Like,
but I feel like that was whoever was trying to tell us. That was them trying to guide us, thinking that was gonna scare us.
Exactly.
Right.
That didn't scare us because we didn't give a we did.
We was gonna do it anyway,
but we did it anyways. And most of us do not have our ties. Like,
that's exactly.
So you should have just
exactly
been upfront and honest, because then I would have got the hard truth.
One time my daughter shit like that. Like, you might not be tied to that person, you might be tied to that person, but whatever you want to do is that's on you.
For me, the first few people I ever had sex with, I definitely had like an emotional tie to them.
Me
all
as
of them,
well.
but they didn't have one to me, or like that's not to say that they had one to me. But for me, it was way different. Like, cause
mine was like an emotional tie, and theirs was like purely sexual, purely physical,
right?
100%.
And it was for years.
That also
and I was
goes
like,
by the way like we grew up, you know, like we wanted to be. Like, we were taught that way. Like, sex was such an intimate thing and all that, but then, like, you go to the real world and it's like, no, it's not. You know, like, the guys don't care for that.
It's a whole industry.
It's a whole
100%.
But I will say this: there are good guys out there. So I don't
are
want to
so many.
like bad.
That's true.
Not, like,
But then,
not
guess what? Because they're not even
dudes.
thinking wrong. Because they're like, I know
They're
that's not me.
innocent, right.
I know that's not
There
me.
you
I've
go.
never done that. Not me. Because when
Just
guys
had to
say the
put that
same
out
thing
there.
about women, they're like, oh, all women, gold diggers, and it's like, what about the women who've been paying for all their boyfriends?
Girl.
And you walk into the store and they want to call him boss. They want to call him boss. And I'm like, I'm paying the bill.
Don't get me fucking started.
Never been on dates.
Don't get me fucking
never even got
started.
flowers because they fucking exist. They're probably sitting next to you. Like,
because you're a hardworking woman and the man not doing shit. Like, don't play. Like, that's a thing.
That's
a
happens.
thing.
It's too common.
It's really common. Like, I've known a lot of girls to be providing for
I definitely
more than
always been a provider.
Been providing
More than
for
my
you.
fair share.
Shit,
And it's okay.
I might be Mother Nature, bitch.
It's okay to a certain extent, though. Like, it's okay if your nigga's struggling, like, but he's your nigga. And
Can you let me know the certain extent? Because I haven't learned that part yet.
Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm about to
Where
tell
do
you.
I draw the line?
I'm about to tell you. When a nigga's struggling for a little bit, sometimes you gotta let him get on his feet. Cause like, when we struggling, we gotta get on our feet too.
Absolutely.
It's like, it can't be a double standard where we're like, we work hard and then they not going through the same thing we going through. We go through the same shit. When a man work hard, it's like he's supposed to be paying for everything. That's like what we're used to, kind of like we used to seeing like stuff on social media where a man pays for
the breadwinner,
everything, and like that's like a blueprint for us. But at the same time, though, like, you kind of have to like split it sometimes.
It's definitely
I don't want to split the
that.
bill, but come with something.
But at the same time, though, like if a man,
I don't
if
you need a couple dollars, I got you, baby.
I'm saying, though,
I got the tip. I got the tip. Sarah's on her tip.
If a man is working and doing what he's supposed to be doing at the same time, he's trying to help you. If he's trying, though, like if he's trying,
I gotta see effort, not potential.
Like, I'm not saying like you go to eat at a restaurant and this nigga has money and then all of a sudden it's like he looking at you to pay the bill. Fuck no, like what? Like nigga, you know you're getting paid too. Like you better look at me and conversate, nigga.
I just picked you up from work. I just picked you up from work. Where's the? I'm taking you home.
Yes, to get back home, baby. We drove 30 miles to get here.
To come to your favorite spot.
Driven
your favorite spot.
So you come to your
I don't
favorite
even like this fucking place.
Yeah, it's a certain amount of time though. I don't know. I can't say the certain amount of time. Girl, don't listen to me. But I'm just saying, like, it happens on both ways.
It's circumstance for sure.
It's a circumstance for sure. Like, don't take it as like the double standard of like the man's supposed to pay everything. Like, don't do that.
Come with and women know that.
Yeah.
Women know
I
that
pay for everything. I've never.
Me too.
I've always felt like I like to be
actually,
different.
no.
I like to be outside the box. So I was okay with being the one who didn't need it to be provided for all the time. But it got my dumb ass.
No, but it does because you know
why couldn't I be the spoiled girlfriend?
All my friends getting paid for, and I'm like,
well, no,
damn, yes, vacate everything.
I feel you.
Look, when you deal with a nigga that actually is paying for your stuff and like he's paying for your stuff, you're like,
It's
okay, this
so-
really exists. Like this
and
is happening.
and you have no question and no second thought of like, yo,
And
I
you
got your
try to-
back regardless.
Look,
Like
you try to
whatever
put
you
the
need,
car
I
down,
got
you
your
like,
back regardless.
And that's when we be dumb as fuck.
You go to put the gas. You go to pump the gas, and he like, no, I got it. There is like a
respect.
Yeah,
no, there is for sure.
Yeah, so you kind of have
even
to
if you do have to pay for it yourself, as long as they're doing something like you know, like I have no problem being like
the provider.
Yeah, being the provider or like being his financial support, as long as he's doing something too. Like if he's gonna take my car to the car wash, if he's gonna fill up my gas tank, if he's gonna do this, if he's gonna clean the house, he's gonna do that. Like why can't we switch roles? Like
switch roles. Yeah,
I have no problem with that. Right, but there's no way that I'm gonna do everything.
But my thing is that I can't be too much of a financial support because I think I give a lot of emotional support.
You do. No man has ever told you like, hey, I got it. No dude has ever sat there and was like, hey, like when you offered to pay, like, hey, look, I'm gonna pay for this, and you're there like, no, look, it's okay, I got it. Like no one's ever
one person.
Because that's what I say. Like a dude put me in my place because that's how I was. I felt like I didn't want to sit there and be like, you have to take care of me.
He had the money, so he was like, low key, it was more of like a girl, you bitching me right now.
Yeah,
you making me look bad putting your card out.
Yeah, exactly. Versus them just doing it because they like.
Because I wanted, you was hungry. It was because you making me look bad in front of the waiter, baby. I got money. Like,
so it wasn't because they just genuinely wanted to do it.
My bad. I'm just genuinely like, okay, well, I know I have the money, so here, if I have it, you have it.
Because I had to find that fine line between like, I'm gonna offer, and don't get me wrong, when I offer, I mean like I'm gonna do
really
it.
Mean it.
You know what I mean?
I got it.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like too, they as men, and mind you, I have like 4 brothers, so like they put me on game with a lot of stuff. So I think they do even appreciate the fact that a woman offering. I think that to them is like that spark of like, oh look, like I'm not the one that this chick isn't just like someone that's just after my pockets.
But they don't take advantage of it though.
But they don't exactly. Kind of.
I feel like when that happens, sometimes men take advantage of it, and that's where it's like, because like
it's that fine line again.
Touche for sure. So it is that double like. That like very slippery slope that you do have to be careful with, but I think at the end of the day though, that comes back to self, and like you gotta stick up for yourself. Like, if I feel some type of inkling that this dude is sitting there taking advantage, like you gotta cut it off. Like
trust your gut.
Gotta cut it off.
Trust your gut.
Trust that shit.
Because we all hear that voice in our head.
Oh, for sure.
But
women's intuition is real.
The guys that always need your financial support are the ones that make you feel like most wanted. I feel like,
but that's not a bad thing.
But it's not because you didn't
feel
wanted.
It is, girl.
I mean, it
can't be broke.
You're gonna be broke.
You know what I heard?
Right. But at the same token, though, like if I know you're on your way to something and I'm sitting here supporting you that way, like, yo, I got you. Like, don't.
Yeah, but that's you know what I'm saying. On their way to something.
But
there's a difference between potential and effort.
Woman, don't get me wrong, and correct me if I am wrong, because I'm so down to be told I'm wrong. You never got an inkling that this man was using you?
No, definitely.
Yes.
But then they make you feel like
what I'm saying.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've had my fair share of being a dumb bitch. You know, like I've definitely have.
Cheers to the dumb bitch.
The dumb bitch.
I definitely have.
They all do it. It happens.
But like, it's just the fact that like he's making you feel wanted. You know, like so you're financially supporting him, but then it's like. He's done that to so many other people. Like, he definitely knows what he's doing, you know? Like, he's not working towards anything. He's working towards playing another person when you're done with him, you know? Like,
if he's
going to play the same game.
If he has an individual motive and he's doing shit on his own and he's trying to get somewhere, and you know that one day he will get somewhere, regardless of whether that's tomorrow or that's 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, then that's okay. But if he's just a bum and he's on his ass and you know that he's on his ass, don't support him.
No, for sure.
Something I've heard a riddle, so
I don't
really believe it.
I want to hear
it a little bit, but it was just like if the man has nothing but time, then he's not gonna have no money, and he's gonna give you all his attention. But he's not gonna have no money. Now, if he's working all the time and he got all this money, he's not gonna have all the time in the world. He can't, unless they know how to balance. But, you know, that's when you get to the little fine line. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, I mean, if he's sitting on his ass all day, you come home, you've been working all day, and he's still fucking playing the video game.
Exactly.
And you over here like, what's to eat? And he's like, I don't know, cook something.
He hasn't turned in no job application.
But if he only got a little bit of time.
He hasn't done nothing.
Absolutely not.
Like, that's the like,
But to feed into your point, I do feel like
I said, it's real.
And this is people. No, feed into that riddle. But I really, and this is people too. This isn't just for men. Yeah. I do think that people make time for what they want.
Exactly. I'd rather you have a little bit of time and you make that time for me, right? Even you have all this time.
But again, also, you guys also don't agree that that's not just because that's who you all are.
No, because my I'm a different person.
Like I'm needy. Will make time for sure. Whatever if I have 5 minutes to spare you and I fuck with
you, I will give you that 5.
I'm gonna give you that 5.
Absolutely, I'm the same way with you. But when I say for a man though, I can't speak for them. Like they're their own being. So if I know that this dude that I'm talking to has a business that he runs and is basically even delegating to other people 24 hours in that one day, but still gives me time or still even like offers me time, shows me that like, okay, this dude is sitting here like, okay, really kind of investing in me like I'm investing in him. Like, you know what I mean? But if you're trying to give me excuses, I can give excuses.
Yeah, we could all give excuses.
We all got them.
All got excuses.
I'm not going to lie. I feel like I would always say like somebody going to give you time if they have time and like whatever, they going to text you or like they going to call you and let you know what's up. But like when I kind of started doing shit on my own and like I really... honestly, it was after I had my child. Like I really had my baby and like I started like spending time with her and like all stuff. I wouldn't want to give a nigga excuses. Like I wouldn't want to be like I was with my baby all day or like I was doing this and that, so I'll just be like I was busy. And like sometimes they take that to like a whole nother level of like you had time all day, you was with her all day, you could have texted me. And it's like way
but I feel like that's just them being because you don't owe them that fucking time.
That's what I'm saying though. That's what I'm saying though. When I
entitled, they thought they were entitled to your time.
Super entitled because I feel like when like I got shit to take care of and I got my daughter to take care of. Like I'm not worried about my.
If I got 5 minutes, I want it for myself.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not worried about my phone. 100%. I get home, I want to take a nap. Like don't text me and ask me what the fuck I'm doing and then get mad when I said I took a nap, bitch. Fuck. I'm tired. That was crucial. I'm tired. Fuck. My day is crucial. My body is wore out. Like if you gonna make time for somebody, you have to also like put into account that like they not going sometimes they might not respect the time that you have to give them. Like you might have 5 minutes out your day to like sit down and text somebody and be like I was busy all day and like you feel me, 100% I did this or whatever, and they gonna take that shit all the way left and be like what, like you could have texted me telling me you was doing this that, but like really honestly I'm not gonna lie, when I'm with my daughter it's no phone time.
Oh, for sure.
It's no phone time. The only time to take is a time to take a picture because I want to remember what's going on.
Absolutely. If you're talking to a guy, he should understand that though.
100%.
And if they don't, then
that tells you a lot about
then that's a red flag.
If you're dealing with somebody who has a child, like you gotta understand like the kid time is personal.
I used to be like I would never be with a man who has a child because I don't want kids right now. I know I don't for sure.
Or deal with baby right mama drama, girl.
But I got older and shit happens. You realize like, damn, I could see how somebody got a baby out of you. I can see how they got you. And then it became I respect fathers so much. Like
100%. Especially like involved
you are with
fathers,
your child.
Sure.
You're fine. So I always make that very clear in my relationships when I get into situationships, when I talk to someone like who has a child. That's the only excuse, and it better not be an excuse. It better be the truth. That's the only excuse I'm gonna take, and I'm not gonna question you about. I'm not gonna press you about because that baby should always come before me.
Oh, 100%. Of course.
I'm not gonna argue that.
And if that baby don't come first, that's a question.
Now you start lying. Now you start lying and using your baby as an excuse when your baby's nowhere around or you're not even with the baby. Now we have an issue because I'm giving you the respect you deserve and that I'm sure you want. The space for sure. Like what the fuck? A lot of people will just get jealous of the fact that you're not spending that time with them,
right?
Yeah, and I'm not. I can find that.
That's a hard. And people that don't have kids, I'm not lying. People that don't have kids when people who don't have kids try to talk to people who do have kids. I'm speaking this from a perspective of a mother. Like people who don't have kids and try to talk to like somebody who do have kids, they kind of like don't take kids into consideration. It's not personal. It's not personal.
It's just they have an experience.
I don't get mad but I have to like engrave that.
You gotta check that.
My daughter is first, and no matter what, like no matter what, I will drop you to in an instant.
As you should, though. No matter what.
No matter what.
Me not having kids, I've definitely talked to people that have had kids, and I'm not gonna lie, it does get a little frustrating that they don't have as much time. Like and I can't be like, and I can't even be mad about it because it's like you have to do what you have to do. You know, it is what it is.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Do you guys have good communication between you and that person who has a child?
Yeah. But it's definitely, it's just like, it's frustrating, you know, because like they have work, then they have their kid, you know, and then like there's me who like, you know, I work and I hang out with my friends, but like that's completely different for me. Like, you know, like my free, like I obviously have more free time, and my free time is more for me.
We want to spend it with you.
Yeah, you know, like I have more free time for me, and you know, you don't, and so it's just a little more frustrating because then it's like they have to make time for themselves, they have to make time for their kids, and then they have to make time for work and all that, and so then it's kind of like you're. You know, it's just frustrating. I even think that makes
it more special when the people who do have kids make
that
time for you. Like,
right. Which is why I do appreciate it. Which is why I do appreciate it.
I really do take my friends' time with me way more.
And I think it switches for y'all too.
Everything, like every time I hang out with my friends, or like even right now, like this little podcast or whatever, like everything that I do is like super special outside of like my family and like my friends, because like everything is like work. Yeah, my daughter, strictly business. Work. Like it's like, and my daughter's not business, but my daughter is like, she's family, so like she's mine. Right. She's like, my business. So I of course take her very personal. So like I feel like when I do make time for like anything else, I make sure that I like enjoy that shit to the fullest. Like 100%. When I'm with my friends, I make sure that we have a blast. Like I don't care. You said we going out, we turn it up. You said we all going and we driving and we drinking. Where's the Uber? Cause I don't give a fuck. We gonna leave my car here at the towing. Let somebody come pick up my car. Like I'm like it's like we gonna make sure we have fun. Like real good time. You feel me? Like I take that shit like fully to the heart. Like I make sure that we have fun, and like I make sure that we do everything we're supposed to do and we want to do, and like
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I'm glad y'all came out. This was a blast.
It was.
Thank you guys. I know you guys are so beautiful. Like even your guys' like energy and stuff. So love y'all.
It's a lot of good energy. Any closing statements? What do y'all live by? What gets you through the day? What's something that you want to pass on to somebody else?
Protect your physical. Protect yourself. Like that.
Take care of yourself.
Take care of yourself. Just remember, don't depend on nobody to do nothing. Nobody owes you anything. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who they are, what they look like. They don't owe you shit. Take care of yourself, because you should be the most important person. Like you are number one. If you're not good, nobody else gonna be good. So take care of your heart and your mind.
Jazz?
My thing is just be you. Even if that is vulnerable and like very like transparent, just be you.
Authentic.
Like this is a thing. My girlfriend calls me a lighthouse for a reason, and that's because I'm just very everyday empathetic to everybody. So be vulnerable, be you, and just be strong in the process. I'm telling you, your light is definitely gonna be valued by the right people. So
amen. Agreed. Mo?
Closing statement. Yeah. Be yourself. Be true to who you are, because it doesn't matter if everybody don't like you. The number one thing is like trying to find everybody to like you or appreciate you or value you, but like it's not gonna happen everywhere. And like people who really fuck with you is gonna hold you down, and they're gonna be real to you, and they're gonna spit real to you, and they're gonna make you stay on the right track. So just be real and be who you are, and shit, keep it 100 with yourself. Love yourself, because if you don't love yourself, nobody else gonna love you. Like,
real talk. Stina?
I'm just gonna go back to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself emotionally, physically, mentally, everything. Take care of yourself. You know, even if it means cutting some people off or taking a break from some people, taking a break from your friends. Take care of yourself before anything. Take care of yourself.
Amen. Well, thank y'all. These beautiful women. Couldn't have done it without y'all. I love you so much. Women Takeover. Yes. 7 Records. We love you. Thank you.